Welcome back, guys. My name is Golden from Silence is Gold and Silence is Gold Hobbies, which is the channel you're on right now. Um, I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that are going to be happening on this channel. I am one of those people that have a lot of hobbies. I have a lot of interest, and one of the I am so very sorry for the lighting. I just noticed it. After about 2 weeks of being overcast, misty, raining, or whatever you want to call it, the sun decided to come out right now, right when I decided to do this. So I apologize. It's like a little bright, at least on my screen it is, but that's okay. Let's go back to what I was talking about, which was all my interests. I have a ton of them. And I'm one of those people that start a hobby. I buy absolutely everything I possibly can to do that hobby, and then I never do the hobby. I don't. And there's a lot of different reasons. One, it's my personality. It's just the ADHD. Yes, that's me. Um, Part of my personality. Personality is actually whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't go right. And I'm also one of those people that I don't clean my house until I know somebody's coming over to visit, and then my house gets a deep clean. Um, I decided a couple of weeks ago that I was on vacation. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to deep clean. I'm going to declutter my house. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff I've been dragging around for all the years I've been alive. It's all still out in the living room and dining room, guys. It's all out there. Still. It was 6 weeks ago I was on vacation. That's okay. Memorial Day's coming up, and I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. I don't think I'm gonna record. I think I'm just gonna get do the stuff I'm supposed to do as an adult. So, that's not what we're here to talk about. Stop distracting me. What I'm going to be doing is stuff. And I had this stuff for a while. I got it a little while ago, and I've been a little too embarrassed to do it because it's a kid thing. I am above 8 years old, so I can play with this. And it's a little robotic car and it does all this stuff. And so I'm going to tell you something about me. I'm older, guys. I tell you that all the time. I'm a Gen Xer and I'm an old Gen Xer. I'm not one of those like, you know, in the 70s. I'm older than that. So one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up, when I was a little kid, was a car mechanic. I love taking things apart and putting them back together. I was told you don't, there was gender roles back then, and I was told girls don't do that. I was given Barbie dolls, which I promptly took permanent marker to and gave them camouflage and pretend they were G.I. Joes. But it really irritated my mom because she saved up a lot of time for those things. They were expensive. Well, for us, they were expensive. And yeah, kind of teeter off, but shouldn't have put me in gender roles. Um, so it's also probably good that I was never a car mechanic because I never finish anything. I would take the car apart and never fix it. So, finish it. So, I'm going to learn how to do this stuff. We're going to build it. We're going to put it together. I'm going to use a lot of bad language. I'm going to realize I'm not going to be any good at it. And one of the things that I had this for a while. And one of the things that were stopping me is it's meant for kids. And I joked on previous videos about, like, well, who knows less than I do about this? And that's kids. So why not start off with a kids thing and learn and build from there and get better at something and do some completely logical. Still a little embarrassed. I'm still a little embarrassed. You know why I'm really embarrassed about? Doing a kid thing and failing. Guys, I record this. I don't know why. It's not like I'm doing it live. I could just not put up the video. But for some reason, it was holding me back. And I'm not going to let it hold me back. I'm not going to let failure or embarrassment hold me back from something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. And I'm going to learn how to do this stuff. I'm going to put stuff together and I'm going to make things happen. And I'm very clear instructions, once again, for kids, not adults. A lot of things I get for adults that are for complete beginners basically assumes you know what you're talking about to begin with. And I'm like, well, that's not what a complete beginner is. Now we have no light. The sun moved. And I notice that a lot. I get things that are for beginners, and they're talking about stuff that I don't know what they are because they assume you know something because you're an adult. And I don't know why people think you know something just because you're an adult. So we're going to learn how to do this. Now, I actually bought 2 different things like this. They're almost exactly the same. I thought I bought something else. I thought I clicked on a different version of this brand thing, and I didn't. I clicked on this one, so we got 2 of the same things. Yay, us. Now, this is not going to happen today or the next day or the next day because I got to read this book. So I don't look like a total fool. Or more of a total fool. Whatever. Hear it how you want to hear it. Now, mind you, we are still going to be doing keyboards because I got this really cool keyboard. It just came in. It just passed through customs. I picked. It just was delivered 2 days ago. I just opened it up and looked at it, and I made a whole video whining about something, and then I realized I didn't read the description of the thing I bought. Hold on. And I got this. Ooh, you didn't hear that. So, look, it's Wally. Well, it looks like Wally. It's not Wally, guys, because that is trademarked by somebody who would get really upset that we called it Wally, but it's Wally. So, you can do all kinds of different ones. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. I got 5. I can count up to E. Look. So this is kind of cool. And I'm above 6. Just so you know, I'm above 6, so I can play with it. It's okay for me to play with this because I'm above 6 years old. It's not even open yet. But I don't want to open it because I'll take everything out and never put it all back, and I'll be looking for that one little tiny piece that's somewhere in my house. So, ooh, this one's a tank. And this one looks like a tank, but it's totally different than a tank. And this one looks like a dinosaur, but it's totally different. And this one looks like a weird, creepy version of this. So, now, let's look at this keyboard I got. I've been wanting to get one of these keyboards for a while. They're hard. I didn't get the one I wanted. I don't even think they make the bare bones. So I got the bare bones of 75, and I wanted a 40 for it, or a 60, and I could not find it within my price range. Matter of fact, this isn't in my price range either. So, yay, credit card debt. Hold on. And let's look at this. So this is what I got. This is an empty box. Don't look at it. I got this, which are little rubbery things, which I assume they're like feet. Got this. I got the screws. I got the keycap pull, which I never can find a keycap pull when I need one, but I have one in every freaking box I get, but I can never find one. And I got feet. I got 2 feet. 1 foot, 2 foot. See, that's it. That's all I got, 2. And I bought the keycaps a long time ago. And I don't know if you can see them. They're gray and orange. I like the look with this. I got the blue base. Okay. And if you notice something about this, everything's in line. Ortholinear, I think they call it. And the reason I wanted to do it is because one of the things about keyboards is that these are based on typewriters, like the old fashioned typewriters, and they just carried it through. Now you can lay out your keys any way you want. You don't have to have the QWERTY. You don't need to do the query. You can do it in different versions there because there is quite a few. Some people like a different way. Um, but your enter button's always where your enter button in some fashion. Your shift button's always in there somewhere. You get everything's pretty much the same. The only thing that really changes is the size, the layout, the fanciness of the knobs. And mind you, I like all that. I like the fact that they're kind of the same, and because, well, I learned on this, so I want to know how to do it. And I mean, like, I have one, two, three, I have these sitting out here, guaranteed. They're all basically exactly the same. This is a 65. Here's a 40. Oh, ABC. Pretty much, I mean, like, this is probably the most different keyboard I have. This little 40. By the way, this is an Epimaker TH40. Cute little things. You push this, and this turns in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You push this, and you get something else. I think you get the symbols if you do the F and the shift. I think you get the symbols. I'm not completely sure how you actually get the function things. I like typing on this and doing stuff on this, but to game, if you have like a hot bar, this is hard because you're trying to you constantly have to do this, and I have to remember which letter goes to what number. For some reason, it's very difficult for me. So, yeah, I really like it, but truthfully, outside of taking a few things away, it's pretty much the same. Now, there's actually sizes in keycaps, so you can have a certain size. Like, I think this is think this is 2, I want to say U, I think that is. And then you have the 4U, which is the long one or something like that. So you have, yeah, I think that's right. But they're all the same, guys. This is actually different. Look at it. It's completely different. And I can lay it out any way I want. I can lay it out any way I want because it's not going to be pre-programmed in here, because this is another reason why I got it, is so I can actually program it any way I want. So I made a whole video. I just got done making a whole video, and I realized I didn't actually read the description of the thing I bought, which is this. This doesn't have RGB because I had to actually get in touch with the company and tell them that I needed RGB. I needed to get the thing, and they would have gave me the stuff to set it up with. Ooh, that doesn't. I really got to be more careful with these things. I've been banging this thing around. Um, so this is only going to be the, just the keys. I don't even think it's going to be backlit. There's nothing in here that's going to indicates that it's going to be backlit at all. Might it might. I never actually did it this way before, so we're going to figure that one out. So, yeah. Got to figure out where the screws go, because it came with no booklet, no instructions, nothing. Nothing. They just assume you knew what you were doing. Challenge accepted. Okay. So that's one of the things we're going to do. I have a weird layout that I want to do this. I kind of want to put the keypad in the middle instead of off to the side, because it's a 75. I actually have room for the numbers. And I actually have room for the numbers and the function key. But I'm thinking I'm going to bypass the function key and just put the numbers in the middle with the thing, and then still keep the normal layout of the keys, kind of like an Alice, a split keyboard. So there'll be numbers, the letters will be here, the letters will be here, and the numbers would be here. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I will actually have to think about that and plot that out. And then it's supposed to be able to use, here, let's go in here and look at the description. Um, VIA or VIA. So I should be able to program everything. I have never actually programmed any of my keyboards. They basically come out of the box, or when I put them together, you hit A and it's an A. You hit S, it's an S. And I don't need much more than that. I don't need to, I don't use my macros. I don't do that. I don't use it. I don't need a program very often. So I will be learning that. I may take you along for that journey. I may not, because I don't know how to split screen my thing right now. So that's another thing I'll be learning, is how to stream better. Eventually I'm going to learn how to edit. So we're going to be learning a lot of stuff on this channel. And this channel, and I'm doing it with you because I need a reason to do it. And I picked you. I need to reason to do my hobbies. And I know that sounds so weird. I know that sounds odd to a lot of people, but truthfully, I have abandoned so many things that that I've actually started and really truly enjoyed because I got sidetracked and I just never went back to it. My gaming channel keeps me focused no matter what I do. I always I always record. And I would like that to continue on into this channel so I can do the things I've always wanted to do. And yeah, I'm going to take you along in my adventures. And if I fail, I fail. If I no one watches, no one watches. But there you have it. I'm going to do it anyways. Ta-da! So, no, we're not doing any of that today. I'm doing that. I'm letting you know what we're going to be doing moving forward. That will be after Memorial Day because I think I'm going to take a hot second on Memorial Day and actually clean up the mess I started when I was on vacation. It's not as bad as I make it sound out to be, but needs to be done. It just needs to be finished. I would like to be able to sit in my living room without having to move around about 1,000 pounds of yarn. No, I did get rid of 3 bags of yarn, guys. I donated that off. So I'm really proud of myself on that one. I love to knit and I love to sew, which I'm terrible at. You never want to see that. But that's on a different channel. That's totally on different channels that are not up yet because I'm using this camera here. And so I'm going to stop babbling at you. I hope you join me on this journey. And we'll talk to you all later. And I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to make the robots. I really do need to read those instructions first because, yeah, guys, I really do. Okay, guys, I will talk to you all day, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let you go. You have a wonderful day or night or whatever it is, wherever you're at. And remember to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment, a positive comment, guys. I need all the positivity I can get in my life. I just totally, yeah. Yeah. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.